GTA 6 is set to have a brand new mechanic which features you having the ability to lean out of your car in certain environments or while you're riding passenger, changing the way you experience GTA entirely. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy the LowkeyLegend back with a GTA 6 leak. Today we're going to be covering the leaning out of your car or just leaning out of vehicles in general. This is a leak that came out a while ago, but I did want to cover it. So what this is getting at is it's going to be adding some realistic physics into the game. It says here the mechanic might incorporate realistic physics where the angle of lean affects accuracy and stability. So what this is pretty much hinting at is you're going to be able to lean out of your car and in different situations, and these will vary with the different type of gun you are using. There is a leak out where it does show you like doing a drive-by, and in this leak, when you shoot out of the car, it actually goes into a first-person like view. Not necessarily entirely first-person, but a third-person view, like where the camera is angled on the seat. So you still have to shoot like you're inside the car. So it's not going to be as easy to do drive-bys as it was in GTA 5 or just shoot out of your car in general. I didn't even notice that concept needed to be fixed until they brought it up in the leak, and I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be a real game changer. It was almost like the flying mechanic from GTA 4 to GTA 5. A lot of people did not like the flying mechanics when GTA 5 dropped. They said it was very difficult compared to the last one, and same thing with motorcycles. The motorcycles were a little more difficult to drive in GTA 5 than they are in GTA 4 for some weird reason. I think it was something to do with the camera angle they had set up. So I think they're going to have an implementation of that with the leaning out of your vehicle ability. You'll probably be able to get a better view and a different angle if you decide to lean your whole body out the window, but that's obviously going to make you prone to getting hit a lot more often, or you could play it safe and try to just sneak shots off from inside the car. And it probably will end up damaging your car over time as well if you're just putting bullets into the seat. That's something we're definitely going to have to keep in mind when they are adding this mechanic into this game. Another one says a vehicle customization and interaction. Leaks suggest that players might be able to customize their vehicle's interiors, potentially affecting how characters lean out, like adjusting seat positions or window tint for better visibility. That is pretty enormous if you look at the scope of things. If you have the ability to get better angles and positioning while you are doing this lean out of your car method, it's probably going to have an extreme advantage to certain situations. So I'm guessing you can go ahead and get a rotated seat to where you can probably look around the car in a 360 view, being able to shoot in the front and the back. And you might not be able to do this without this certain chair ability. I think that's as far as we can see them going in this game, down to every last detail, especially involved in the mechanics of leaning out of a vehicle. And I can definitely tell that they know that in GTA 5 it was very easy to do drive-bys, so I can see them trying to implement a factor to where it's not as easy to stay in your car and shoot. With the ability to lean out the car, it's going to prevent people from immediately attempting that, because that's going to expose a lot of your body, and if you're getting chased and shot at by people in another car, you better be leaning out of that window with a big gun or some deadly accuracy. Whatever they decide to do though, man, this factor I know will be implemented into the game and change a lot of people's gameplay on how they approach entire situations they get themselves involved in. Another leak here says first-person shooting from vehicles. Players can lean out of a vehicle to shoot, enhancing both combat and immersiveness. This could mean more dynamic shootouts during car chases or drive-by scenarios. Now, the first-person ability in this game is actually going to be out on launch. They're not going to wait like they did in GTA 5, where they waited maybe a couple years and then dropped the first-person mode. I think they already are coming out with it on release because they already got everything down from the last one to where they don't need to wait to have a first-person feature when this game comes out, or an update for this game later down the road just to add it. Seems like they're going to be implementing a lot of the old game factors into this one, making the ability to work on this next game just going into extreme detail in certain situations. Obviously, we are seeing a new map, so that's something they are working on, but as far as a lot of the old cars, we are going to be expecting to see a return of a lot of those. We can tell by that just from watching the trailer. Obviously, we are going to be seeing a lot new ones as well. So I'm excited to see what they have to offer. But the first-person mechanic and leaning out of cars is going to be implemented into the game, affecting a lot of different play styles and how you approach different situations in first person. Now, if you play GTA in first person, it was pretty hard just to maneuver around and do things in general. It was like a whole new game, and it didn't look as smooth as it did in third person. person. I don't know, for some reason they didn't nail it quite on the dot with it. I feel like they could have made it a lot smoother and like almost its own game in third person. I feel like it felt like the same game still when you play it in third person, and I don't think they're planning on making that the same way in GTA 6. I think they're gonna have an entirely different way to play Grand Theft Auto in this first person mode. Obviously it was available in GTA 5, it just didn't feel like a different game, and I think that is kind of what they are aiming for and trying to achieve in this next version of Grand Theft Auto. Another thing it says here is the first person cockpit views. So it says enhanced first person mode is expected to include detailed cock view pits for vehicles, enhancing the immersiveness during driving sequences. They are planning on adding a lot of different details when it comes to the version of first person mode in GTA 6. We can be expecting different filters for sunglasses, or maybe even different outlines, different vision of how you're feeling. If you have a headache, maybe it's gonna really actually affect your vision in first person mode differently than it would in third person. And same thing with the vehicle mechanics and the driving ability. I think they're gonna be able to have the camera a lot more pushed back, so you're gonna have an adjustable FOV. So if you are in a car, you are gonna be able to see your arms, your chest, and actually feel like you are driving that car in first person. They tried to do that in GTA 5. They kind of got it down, but it still felt like your FOV wasn't quite right with how it felt behind the driver's seat. It felt like you were scooched up, like looking right over the dashboard driving. It felt like you were way too close for some reason. Obviously, I'm just complaining. I appreciate the effort of them even including something like first person mode, but from the amount of time they had from GTA 5 to GTA 6, they are gonna nail this first person mode down 100%. I can guarantee that. And even if they don't on launch, the great thing is, man, this game will receive continuous updates. So even if it's not perfect, we're gonna see updates releasing new parts of the map, different items, different things they're gonna implement on a regular basis, which is absolutely crazy. No gaming company has really went out of their way to continuously update a story mode, and I don't know why that is. I figure their mindset is probably they already made their money off of it, which is unfortunate, but if companies didn't have that aspect, a lot of their games might actually be revived and turned into some gold. Obviously, this is going to be harder to implement for certain games than it is others, but it seems like this one is going to be formatted to the point where they're going to have easy access and easy ability to update the game. With all the patches GTA 5 Online went through, they learned a lot just off of that game and off of the experience garnered from having a consistent online updated community. If they truly figured it out, we will be seeing this implementation into a story mode, and GTA most likely will be the first to get this right. We are seeing it slowly in other games where they are continuously updating it, more like an early access feature, but usually completed games, they're pretty much done. I'm kind of glad to see gaming companies start to update their games a little more. This is something that it seemed like a golden opportunity for plenty of gaming companies out there, but it makes you just look at a lot of games that come out as sort of a money grab when they stop updating it or think that it's alright how it is. Regardless on how it goes on launch, the longevity of this game is gonna be like no other. That's all I got for you in this one, man. It's been your boy, the LowkeyLegend. Subscribe if you guys enjoyed. Hit the bell icon. Always stay notified. Never miss out GTA leaks every day. I will see y'all tomorrow for a new one, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.